Going on, everybody? The chocolate Primotalii. So this pepper was gifted and grown by Gary Smith of Lone Star Mastiff Farms. Gary, if you catch this video, as always, thank you, my friend. So the Primotalii, this is a variant, from the red Primotalii, which is a creation by Chris Saunders. He crossed the 7-pot Primo with a Fatali pepper, came up with the red Primotalii. And this is the chocolate variant, regarded by many as the hottest pepper in the world, at least that we can get our hands on. It's not the hottest pepper I've had this season, though. This is a late season pod, so I'm interested to see how hot it is. Again, just a beautiful, beautiful coloration to this one. And what I like about the Primataliis the most is the elongated, bumpy, just contortedness of them. So let's give it a run. I haven't had anything this level of heat in probably 2 weeks. Just straight up like this. Some of my food I've cooked lately has been pretty hot, but this pepper for sure, bite after bite after bite, you can feel it progressively getting hotter. It's like a journey. It's a good one. A little stem today for the birds out front today. So I'll say this. It's not the hottest chocolate Primotalii I've ever had, but it's still climbing. It's a throat burn for sure. I feel it in the corners of the lips and the upper lip. Just when I say that, it's climbing pretty good. This is one of the better tasting ones I've had. It actually had a little bit of sweet profile to it. which is very rare in a chocolate pod. It was earthy and smoky a little bit. And then it had just a hint, just a touch of floral right at the very end. Kind of in that last bite, which was the majority of the placenta. It's a little rainy out here, so I decided to come out front. Yeah, it's still climbing. But a really tasty pod, really hot, no doubt about it. I would still surmise it's in the 1.5, 1.6 to 1.8 range. It's probably still that hot, but I can feel my eyes getting watery. I can feel like a little bit of sweat underneath them, that sensation. Nose is activated just a little bit. You know, I'm a firm believer sometimes, and I never was this way, but I think I've learned this season in particular, because this is late in the season, but this particular season I didn't push myself like the last 2 seasons, and then the seasons before that, really, to get to where I was able to get to last 2 seasons. And this year I wasn't doing really any competitions, wasn't doing too much, and so I was more about one pod reviews, things of that nature. You know, a lot of days I did 3 or 4 videos in a row, and that would be a 5 to 10 minute break in between. But just sitting down eating 10, 12 peppers, didn't do much of that this year. And I used to always think, if I take too many breaks, my tolerance goes way down. And it does dip. But I think this is a good example for me. And I've heard this from other chili heads and different people, that sometimes it is good to take a week or 2 break. Anything over that, and your tolerance is really going to start to go down for me. 1 to 2 week break, I used to think my tolerance would be way so low, so I never would do that. But like I said, I haven't eaten a fresh super hot on this level. Oh, my nose is dripping now. You know, straight up like this, just for a burn, just for a fun time. Like I said, my cooking and stuff I've been doing lately, it's been pretty warm, pretty hot, using some different powders and some different hot and super hot peppers, just diced up, cut up, sauteed, whatever, in my food. So I guess it hasn't, you know, it hasn't dipped too bad. Well, it's come down quite a bit now, so got a few pods left, you know, worthy of review videos and things like that. And I opened the box and I said, you know, let's just go with the hottest, what should be the hottest in that box that's left. I can feel it right here in the chest right now. I can feel it working its way down. A little bit of warm top belly, but nothing crazy. But again, chocolate Primotalii, fantastic pepper. Sometimes they can be floral. This wasn't too bad. Like I said, a little florality at the very tail end of it. But to get that sweet note from it, kind of throughout, was a welcoming taste. Really good. I wasn't expecting that. And then to be earthy and a bit smoky, what else could you ask for? Fantastic. And it's got a good heat level to it. Don't let me confuse you. It's hot. It's all right. I think the burn's kind of dissipating now. It is a late season pod, so you know the heat's a little bit less than what they would be in the peak season, middle of summer type of thing. But even for a late season pod, it was nice size, you know, normal shape, normal size kind of for, you know, Primatalis. They can be a little bigger than that, but anyway, now I'm just blabbing, so guess we'll go ahead and kill the video. I appreciate everybody being here with me. Feels good to get back and do a super hot review and a pepper, and you know, something that I really enjoy. Been just throwing in some other content here and there just to keep the channel alive, and you know, plus I like doing those videos as well, but this is really what I enjoy the most. But it's been hard because I've been mid-season basketball and I fucked up before. Okay, don't get me wrong, I ate a few ghost, like maybe 4, probably too many ghost peppers about 4 years ago. It was fine. Went and had a double-header basketball game, like 2 games. Started a couple hours after I ate the peppers, was feeling okay, and just, it hit me. And you know, the running, I think, is a factor to it. You know, I found too, sometimes when I have cramps, which I'm not having now, but for the story, for me, sometimes walking around will help, but ultimately just sitting still and breathing and water tend to be my best in relief, and just ride it out. Fucking running up and down a basketball court, it was brutal. It was not fun. And so I just, if I have a game that I got to get to or go to, I'm just not burning to any kind of, you know, real level that could potentially cause that. Like right now I feel great, you know, but I bet in an hour from now, if I go run up and down the, you know, or definitely right now, if I go running, it'll start to hurt a little bit. You know, for me, it's just a matter of just staying relaxed, and then, you know, anyway, story time's over. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We'll see you next time.